Alright, guys, we are back again. This time we were going to be checking out Upchurch, Y Boys. I saw this blowing up yesterday, but I had no clue what it was at the time. I seen it on Instagram, saw it on YouTube, but I didn't know what it was. I just saw Upchurch had a new song. But then, when I crawled in bed and turned YouTube on, it was just playing by itself, and Simba came on, and it was to this song, but he just sat there and talked about it for a hot minute at the beginning, about how it was a diss track and how he don't pick sides and all that. As soon as I realized what it was, I realized I wanted to jump on it, but I've just been tied up, busy, and around people all the time, not really by myself too much. Finally got some free time. But as you can see, I ain't got no green screen. I ain't got my laptop. This is just my cell phone, So we're kicking this old school prehistoric this go around, just because I wanted to do it, and I ain't got to have all the razzle dazzle to do it. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right up in this thing. Here we go.
Ask motherfuckers what they capsize. The smiling wave to the wave, make them capsize. Rolling in my lane, then you chillin' in your last ride. Five head ass, what your caps?
Okay. Maybe he'll clarify in a minute, but I'm a little lost. What's the deal with the capsize? I mean, is he talking about Tom being full of cap, lying, saying one thing, doing another? Or is he just saying he got a big head? Because I've heard Nova and plenty of her stuff talk about how big her head is, but I ain't never heard nobody comment on Tom's head, say he got a big head. I ain't never heard him say he had a big head. He might have a big head, I don't know. I got a big head, so I ain't very good at pointing other people with big heads just because, I got a big head. I don't see other people with big heads because I got a big head. To me, it's just normal until somebody gives me their hat, and then it just kind of sits on top of my head, and I'm like, okay, my head's quite a bit bigger than yours. But yeah, what's the deal with the capsize? If anybody knows, please elaborate.
Motherfuckers what they capsize. The smiling wave to the wave, make them capsize. Rolling in my lane, chillin' in your last ride. Five head ass, I know you wanna capsize. My noise, my voice, heard around town in the night. Toys, my boys, my horse. Find out what the South known for. Somebody tell transgender Hannah Montana to take his maple syrup sipping ass back over the fucking.
Take transgender. I can't even talk. This thing got me so tore up. Take transgender Hannah Montana to take his maple syrup sipping ass back over to Canada. Yeah, I know churches, just kind of poking the bear right now, just trying to get him to grab, casting that dollar out there, trying to get him to grab it, just seeing if he can get him to come at him, because I've seen church do this to quite a few people, and the first one was just fun. The first one was just him playing around, just him having fun. Wait and see if Tom comes back. It's been over 24 hours, and honestly, since I've heard about this, and I kind of looked at both of their profiles, I'm not so sure Tom's going to come back. Just due to the fact Tom's got 4.4 million subs. I want to say Upchurch has got 3.2 million. So, in the long run, if this did become, diss tracks back and forth between the two of them, it's going to work out like it did for Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly, which is they both blew up, but it was a lot more beneficial to Machine Gun Kelly just due to the fact he was the smaller of the two. And just looking at the subscriber counts and stuff like that, same case here. Upchurch is in the Machine Gun Kelly situation. So if they both get into it, they're both going to get a whole new fan base. Like a whole bunch of new people are going to discover Tom from Upchurch, and a bunch of people from Tom are going to discover Upchurch. And just because two people are going back and forth at it, as much as you would like to think that people pick the best one or pick their favorite one and get rid of the other one, it don't work that way. Just because two artists don't get along or have beef, but they're both good at what they do, they're going to keep their fan base. It's just going to grow. That's just how it works. I mean, everybody acts like when people get into it, the loser's going to lose all their fans and the career's over with. Don't work that way. Nobody ever subscribes to anybody, unsubscribes to anybody on YouTube on any large scale basis. I ain't saying here and there people don't just randomly unsubscribe, but only time there's a mass of unsubscribes is if somebody drops the ball big time. You know, kind of like what 2Ls did with Upchurch. Like she lost everything, but you know she was also yelling rape. You know, it's something you do not do, especially if it's not true. As far as the situation goes, ain't nobody losing nobody. People are hype thinking that's going to happen, but ain't nobody going nowhere. Like I say, they're both just going to grow. If it does come to Tom actually coming back, then Upchurch getting serious, because that's when the fun's going to start.
Goblin looking honky, only known in the web. Hashtag America, Hummer, bulletproof vest. You ain't going outside without your COVID-19 masks. Dude like Lil Nicky, thirsty for the drama, gender fluid in a flask. Rapping by the tractor, you don't even cut your own grass.
Rapping by the tractor, you don't cut your own grass. But from what I know, I think it was on Instagram. I saw him talking about it. But apparently, at some point, Tom posted something about he was going to fix country rap and make it better or something. I don't know. But apparently Upchurch took that as a jab at him, and that's kind of where this stuff started from my gathering. I mean, I've heard him talk since, talking about he was going to drop a diss track with some other stuff. You know, him being like, Tom being demonic and all this stuff, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know which one's true or not, but
I kinda like how they dress. Dazzle jacket, got braids in my shed. Kinda look like Barbie mixed with the Ken.
Kinda look like Barbie mixed with the Ken. I don't know. Just rhyming in bars, man.
I am the guy that's talking to your cat. Undercover in the system, so you all rebellion sound show. Even in a fool, Nelson Mandela. No glitch in my shit, Music City and
No glitch in my shit, Music City antenna. I don't know exactly what that's a reference to, but I'm guessing it's anytime Tom's had a number one, there's always problems. Like, you can clearly look at it and see he's got more listens, more downloads, but for some reason the other artist isn't him. And I mean, he just says, you know, it's just them scamming him pretty much, you know, just because he's independent and nobody's gonna let him, you know, walk away with a number one easily if being, you know, he is independent. So I think that's kind of what Church was getting at, saying, you know, hey, there ain't no glitches, you know.
sewage tank dripping. Ask these motherfuckers what they capsize. The smiling wave to the wave, make them capsize. Rolling in my lane, then you chillin' in your last ride. Five head ass, what your cap.
But yeah, I think that's where that comes from. He said, rolling in my lane, something that's going to be your last ride. But yeah, it's just Tom talking about if that was true, like what somebody said he said on Instagram or whatever, about him fixing country rap, him making it better. You know, that's kind of stepping into Church's lane. It's kind of stepping on Church's toes. You get what I'm coming from? So, you know, initially, my videos might have sounded a little bit different towards what was kind of going on here. But now that I've learned more and I've seen more of what has happened and transpired, I'm definitely more of a mutual party now. You know, before I just kind of thought Upchurch kind of lost his rocker just a little bit. You know, I try not to jump too fast. You know, judge too hard, but you know, I'm kind of understanding he might be a little justified in it. And now I just want to sit back and hope Tom comes back. Like I said, I got a feeling he might not, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting.
Size, motherfuckers what they capsize. Smiling way to the web, make them capsize. Rolling in my lane, doing in your last right. Five hands, I know you wanna say heal, Billy, holla boys, ain't nobody fucking with me. McDonald, you dentist, the menace, looking ass nigga. You ain't got no bullets, it's illegal in your state, killer. I'm a vest on a tank without a fucking rifle with him, jumping up and down like he's the United cheerleader. The twat tweeting on Twitter with his gender fluid fingers. Guys, I'm saving country rapping, I think I can make it better.
I had no idea that was in here, but yeah, that's what I was talking about. But he said Twitter, you know, I said Instagram. So yeah, apparently on Twitter is where he said it. But yeah, like I said, I read he said that somewhere, like he was gonna fix country rap and make it better. And you know that's Church's cup of tea. You know, he needs to stop sipping on Church's tea.
This cracker dressing up like a bedazzled Power Ranger with some CGI cows, cause they ain't got no farm around them. You can't.
And I am not going to unsee that. A bedazzled Power Ranger. And he ain't. Yeah, I know this was talking about the one with him and is it John Rich or no Big? No, I don't know. I know it's one of them from Big and Rich, but the one with the cows and the aliens. That's all CGI. And he's like, yes, because you ain't have no cows where you from. You from California, you know. You're just basically saying he's just faking the whole country rap thing. You know, he's just rapping about it. He ain't never lived it. But I don't know. If you go back and look at Tom's, like, one of his very first videos, he's on a farm taking care of animals, got the cowboy hat, the boots, all that. It just be a facade. But just to come out on the scene ago before country rap was even a thing and do a music video like that, like I said, I can't even think of the name of the song. I'd point y'all to it if you, I feel like most of y'all probably never seen it, but it's like he didn't even have face tattoos. Like he looked so different. But like I say, his first video was fairly country looking. I ain't gonna say it was a country rap song, but the video.
Poke at me, bitch, you a home by Cali. And South Park said y'all's heads already cut into half-seat. I'm invisible, lit, gas leak, invincible spit. Komodo dragon acid trip when I be hitting a lick. Nobody thinking like this, so why you sit on the fence? My language arts gun racked, holding infinite clips. Independent, but you popping up on CNN, rocking believe.
Independent, but you popping up on CNN rocking. I mean, that kind of goes against the grain a little bit, the way I see it. I mean, it's not a problem, per se. I mean, I guess Jelly Roll's still kind of underground, too. And he's, you know, CMAs and all this stuff. I mean, does that make you not, you know, underground or independent anymore? I mean, if you're popping up on CNN, you know. I don't know what he did on CNN. I don't know if it was the music video with Ben or, you know, an interview or something about it, but
Got the heart of 20 ounces. Shake the lane like terracotta. That's a Veritas Apollo. I'ma fuck every rapper up like they was barrel plastic. Pussy target, keep the notebook Ryan Gosling. You adopted neurotoxin. Take caution when moving on the Martian. You're the biggest fan of Marshall. Let's see if the math design is use my SEO when you act like this situation shocking. Ask these motherfuckers what they capsize. They smiling wave to the wave, make them capsize. Rolling in my lane, then you chillin' in your last ride. Five head ass, what your gon' capsize. Asking motherfuckers what they capsize. They smell a wave to the web, make them capsize. Rolling in my line, chilling in your last right. Five heads, I know you on the side. He gon' be like, if I'm Dennis the Menace, you're just a hobo in the wagon. I'm gonna feed you pork and beans under some bridge up in Nashville. I'm the illest rapper, dog. I got bacteria lyrics and hog tied on my lip. I got a sausage addiction.
And then he just finished it up right there, just full Eminem style. Just go ahead and tell them everything about you, so it trips them up and they ain't got nothing to say. But he was doing it, flipping it from Tom's perspective, so Tom can't do that. That was crazy, even though I know that was nothing. Like, you'll see if this continues whether Upchurch ends up dropping a second one because Tom doesn't respond or Tom does respond. Either way, grab your popcorn and get right, because this is going to be epic going, because they are two of the best in the game, and this would be the most interesting this battle, fight, whatever you want to call it, that I feel like we've seen in a long time if it actually plays out. Like I said, it all comes down to Tom and whether he decides to play along, But this is going to be some real mind-blowing stuff, I think. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap this one up. Maybe next time I'll be back to my usual setup, because I don't have a clue what I'm doing here. I'm hoping this comes out all right. I ain't never really just used my cell phone to do the whole job like I'm doing right now. So, but anyway, that's it. See y'all later.